if you've never been to Beaver, Utah, you should go. Okay, so it's been a pretty busy week around here. The weather has been less than agreeable. Rain, cold, wind, all kinds of stuff. And I've been trying to get things done. Mainly this. Let me show you what's happening on the lawn as far as this is concerned, and then we'll come back in here and talk about it a little bit. There'll be a video coming about this soon enough, but as you can see, I have some obstacle avoidance going on here because of this. Yeah, so the other day, I'm out here, I'm installing this. Actually, it was yesterday. It wasn't even that long ago, but it feels like it was forever. I got my wire put in. I got my sprinkler put in. I went to turn it on, and the pipe that I hooked up to was the terminated side. I thought I was running from over there. I wasn't. The water was coming the other way. So it filled up. Fine. Swapped the thing around. Got it fixed. Turned the thing back on, had to go find all the heads to cap them off. So I'm doing that. I'm all excited about it. Things feel pretty good. And I'm trying to calibrate my sprinkler. It's just not working. Nothing's working. Nothing's going my way. And I come over here and there's water spraying everywhere because there's a broken pipe right here. So I haven't fixed that yet. That's something I'll be doing probably tomorrow, maybe the next day, but alas, it is what it is. However, I want to just take a quick little spin around here so you can see what's going on. It's looking pretty dank. Lawn's doing really good. I got the Husky back out, doing the work, cutting this thing again. It just is amazing, the cut quality. Let's get down on this. Let's take a look. Look at that. That is nice, right? Isn't that crazy? It just cuts so amazingly well. Now look, I know this place isn't up to snuff yet. You gotta understand though. I mean, I'm only 2 weeks without snow on it at this point. I'm filling in the holes. Everything's kind of starting to come together in a glorious fashion. Let's talk about this week and what you might or might not have missed, okay? So the Irrigation system comes with a nice manual. It really does tell you pretty much everything you need to know. But, you know, I was looking through here and I didn't see anything about the retrofit until it gets to the middle. And this is what it says. It's not very nice. So let's talk about the three. In case you didn't catch everything this week, everybody's got busy weeks. Here's what I covered off this week. So the first one was just really a curiosity. I wanted to see how much time it takes to mow in different patterns. I mean, you would figure it would be obvious that if you just keep going around in a circle, you would save time. I just didn't really realize how much time that actually was. And I should say this, I'm reshooting this right now because yesterday I said all of this stuff, but it looked like this. The cool thing about that material was it broke down like quick. It really helps to make sure you check your camera settings before you really get involved in something and spend 3 or 4 minutes talking about things. Just an FYI. Now, of course, if you're really going for ultimate time saving, the auto mower is really the only way to go.
Hi. You're doing a great job.
You just don't have to think about it unless, of course, you've got holes in the lawn and then it's going to struggle a little bit. But, of course, that circular pattern, it doesn't look the best, which is probably why it's the quickest. There's no artistic spice in that. Next, I showed you guys something that was kind of a surprise to a lot of people. Material that I was applying through a spreader was actually a crushed and dried RGS material that when water hits it, it disperses and melts across, and it's very, very cool stuff. And again, it's been something that we've been toying with for a while, but what we've really been pushing out the most of in the last while is this top dressing and leveling mix that we have. So again, if you missed that, take a look at the video. If you live close by and you'd like to come and get some, we'd love to load you up, send you home with some. Again, very cheap. Email me and we can get you taken care of. Now, finally was one that I had been looking forward to. If you remember the frustration I had earlier in the year when we were just covered in snow and I was trying to test out these little parts and pieces. It was a total waste of time and energy, and it just
what a piece of crap. Now, I think, like I said in the video, you could put that thing on a hose. It would probably work fine. It's still gonna leak. But constant pressure, not a good idea. And, you know, obviously, you know, with a siphon system like that, you'd have to have it switched off most of the time if you had constant pressure. Because if you didn't, water's just gonna try to get out no matter what. So it's just gonna be pushing through. So really the only time that you'd be able to utilize a siphon system like that, an injector system that was on a main line with a siphon hose, is if you were turning on your sprinklers and flipping that thing on and then turning it off before it changed from one station to the next, because any constant pressure is going to force water right back through the line. So you would have to monitor that, turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off, which again is what it could be something that could be good on a hose. But obviously the construction on it was garbage and that just didn't really work. So for the most part, finding all those parts and putting it together is probably going to cost you more than 20 bucks. So if you're just going to do it, you might as well just order the piece and mess around with it yourself. Now I realize that fertilizer injection is not for everybody, and it doesn't really need to be. It's kind of a niche market. It has been for a long time. Is it perfect? No. Does it work really well? Yeah. I think that more people who try that and go with that method and install tanks, especially in big areas of a yard where maybe they're not concerned about where sprinkler coverage is and stuff like that, or even if it's just on a drip system, it will change your life. And it is just such a simple install, such a simple use, and we'll go greater into detail as we move on here, and that will be that. The biggest thing I've got going right now that is taking sort of the most energy and I guess the one that I have the most concern about is the golf green, and I'm not showing you guys what that looks like. I'm keeping it kind of tucked away because, you know, a few weeks ago I made a goal of wanting that to be up to snuff by June 1st. Guess you're gonna have to wait and see, because I'm not gonna spoil it.